All right, YouTube. This is 2 Cent back with my 2 cents on Echoes of Mana. And here is our boss breakdown for the event that we are getting tomorrow. As you can see here, it's going to start around the 6 o'clock UTC on the 30th. And it is the Ice and Fire event. And we have mood lighting. So with that, please, what helps me the most to know that you guys are really interested in the content that I'm making and interested in Echoes of Mana is hitting that sub button. More than anything else, that lets me know that you want me to continue making content for you. So if you please do that. All right, so let's get into our guide for our Fiegmund boss here. They seem to have given us kind of a couple little tip frames during the live stream. The range of the enemy attack appears in red. Same thing as always, stay out of the red when it's going to hit. They're basically letting us know in this part that if you do get hit, you're going to get dazed. So we all know how frustrating that is. So definitely one of those bosses that you don't want to ignore the red indicators for. All right, and this tip is for a more general, kind of idea of fighting the boss. It is weak to fire, obviously, so you want to bring your fire type units. But then also they give us a specific mechanic here that the boss is going to have these big old red targeting circles that are on the ground. And after a period of time, you kind of they're going to be like surrounding your character. So you need to move away from where the boss is because he's going to remain in place. You want to move those circles away from him. And then at some point, they're going to detach from your character. And then you're going to want to dash out of those. A big AoE is going to pop up, and it's just going to kind of sit there. And if you are inside of it, you're going to be slowed and take ticking damage. And the real special part about this phase of the fight is after that happens, you can run back to where the boss was had unleashed that ability, and he's going to be kind of like incapacitated for a few moments, so you can really kind of bring out the DPS during that time. However, it's useless if you end up doing those AoEs right where the boss is at, and then you can't get up there to be able to hit him. So definitely you want to move those away to a safe area of the room, then get out of the AoE so you don't take the damage or get slowed, so you can get back on the boss to maximize the DPS during that phase. And I think that's going to be really the key parts of this fight, just bringing the right kind of counter typing, and then just staying out of the red, moving those circles away, and then getting back to the boss to do your big hits during that time. All right, let's get into unit recommendation, and here's going to be my kind of free-to-play list for you. We are getting this Mussolini for free, so definitely you can build her up. Going to be a magic fire attacker there for you. And then, of course, we all have Chrism Wizard that you could get from the tower. You can get him up to +1, so he's going to be a great use for free-to-play players. We're also going to be getting the 3-star memory gem here. That's going to be really good for this particular event. So if you're wanting to pump out just some extra damage with that, that might be a card that you might be looking to level there. And then I just threw a 3-star Lucas in here. That kind of might round out your team. You could also use 3-star Julius or 3-star Angela. There's different options there. I just threw him in as a representation that, bring a 3-star unit. Mussolini's going to be a 3-star unit, and I think you're going to be just fine. Running around with the Chrism Wizard being able to explode or everything anyway. So now let's look to the sort of low spender and not free to play options that we have. And here is our not free to play options here. We have the 2 new units, the Angela and the Julius, that are coming out at the same time at this event, which does add some extra challenge. Also with the Mussolini about being able to get these units and leveled up and mana boarded up and everything. But we do have all month to do this event. So that, it shouldn't be too big of an issue if that's what you wanted to do. And these do look like really good units to pair for this event. And I'd say arguably Angela is a straight upgrade from her water version. Of course, also when you have an event that's ice, that fire is going to be even better there. And I do like the spirit debuff that Julius can bring here. Definitely going to be helpful in that regard. Of course, we have Popio out there, and mine's only +1, so that's why I put him on the not free-to-play side. Some of you guys might have him, and might have him pretty well built at this point. It's all going to be kind of luck-based, but still, he's not a guaranteed character, so he's over on this side. Now, the new 4-star memory gem that we got, the Book of Kieran, I think this will be a useful card to have too, running on one of your 3 units, just to kind of help get that extra HP in case you fall low, but then also give you an intellect buff if you're, dodging all the mechanics. I think that'll just kind of be a nice little extra help there, and could possibly allow you to not bring any sort of a healer on your team, allowing you to just pump up that much more DPS. So anyway, that's been kind of my guide for this event and this boss fight, and that's been my 2 cents.